What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are returning to Axis post 1 year war. Last time, we witnessed EFF engage in battle with Axis, while a group of rogue Xeon soldiers attempted to push Axis's hands. In this episode, Haman will become Mineva's guardian, and Char will be the director of Mineva's royal guard. Also, a girl from Side 3 will make her way to Axis with certain motives. So let's get into this. A shuttle lands on Axis. She mentions that it took her over half a year to get to Axis from the Earth sphere, which we can infer when Char fled Axis from Abawaku that it took roughly the same amount of time. I made the assumption in the past that it probably took them a year, but I never caught this line before, and it being half a year it doesn't seem so fast to me. So let's stop guessing and let's try to do some math. Okay, so Axis is somewhere in between Mars and Jupiter. What is also in between Mars and Jupiter is the asteroid belt. So let's assume they are hiding out somewhere there. That is about 1.5 astronomical units, or about 140 miles from Earth. If it only took her half a year, she is traveling at the speed of around 278 million miles per year, or approximately 32,000 miles per hour. To compare, I believe Apollo 13 was able to reach a top speed of approximately 24,000 miles per hour. Our modern engineering can theoretically allow us to make it to Mars in about half a year, and considering the asteroid belt is just the next big thing past Mars, it is relatively in line with our modern-day propulsion systems and understanding of physics. Unfortunately, in the real world, resources are limited unless we find our own Minovsky particle. This is Oxana Baginskaya. She is a 20-year-old from Side 3 that is acting as a diplomat for the Republic of Xeon. She is going through customs, and he recommends she finish her job quickly. She doesn't seem very welcome on Axis. Post-battle, resources are running low while their population continues to rise. Enzo is meeting with his team. 12 mobile suits were destroyed and 47 were damaged during the battle against EFF. One soldier makes jabs at Monica for not doing well on the battlefield. She mentions that something was different about these GMs. They were incredibly enhanced since the days of the 1 year war. They are celebrating that EFF knows that Xeon still exists and that they seek independence. His warmongering ways are working in his favor. One is concerned that Maharaja Khan will find out about their plan. Enzo believes that if Khan were to come after them, it would cause a bigger divide within Axis, and thus he doesn't believe that he will go after them. However, Char may very well put a stop to their plan if he finds out. Enzo plans on taking care of them. One person they didn't plan on being a benefit to them was Haman. They believe they can manipulate her into doing their bidding. Char meets with Natalie to see how Haman is doing. After the battle, she seemed to be mentally unstable and was taken to a hospital for her mental health. She seems to be stable now. Char plans on visiting Haman with Natalie later in the day, but that isn't why she wanted to meet with him. She tells Char that Enzo seemed to have known about the size of the enemy fleet even though communication in S-Field was down during the battle. Char already has his eyes on Enzo, and he says that Natalie is quite sharp for taking note of this. He recommends that if anyone comes to her to discuss what happened during the battle, she keep it to herself. Oxana is being held up for 10 days in custom until she is able to touch foot on Axis. As she complains, the news shows a funeral for the lost during the battle. It also shows footage of Haman giving her speech to the people before the battle. Oxana wants to meet her. Hines is giving his debriefing on being captured by the rogue Xeon ship. It seems they were a part of the Guaran fleet that were all destroyed during the Battle of Salaman. It was assumed that this Musai went down with the fleet. Unfortunately, he didn't find any information that would tie the rogue ship to Enzo. Hines wants to do something, but Maharaja simply wants to bring the Enzo faction to his way of thinking. After all, everyone desires independence for the people of Xeon. Once again, Maharaja is blinded by his pacifism. He says he wants to do it the same way Xeon Daikum would handle this. Char realizes in that moment, Maharaja knows who he really is. In regard to the actions of Haman, they would like to avoid trial since she isn't a part of the military and a minor, but will ultimately be left up to the people of Axis. At the hospital, the doctor tells Char and Natalie that the experience of killing another human always affects first-time soldiers. But Haman is still young, and it seems to be affecting her more than other patients. Once she reached an emotional breaking point, she passed out. It is possible that this may happen again in the future, but she is quite well for now. Natalie looks at Char and asks if he understands her, because he is a new type. He says he doesn't, and then asks Natalie that he thought she would be able to understand her because she is a woman. They go to visit her. Haman's sister, Sarana, is with her. Haman wonders if she did the right thing by joining the battle. Char says the fight was inevitable, and she did well on the battlefield. He and Natalie tell her that the people are sending her fan mail and flowers, and that she is seen as a hero for her bravery. Suddenly, Oxana comes in. She apparently found a way to get out of her confinement in customs. She tells them she came all the way here to see Char. Oxana asks if Natalie is Char's girlfriend. While Natalie blushes, Oxana gives Haman a bouquet of flowers. At a meeting with Axis leaders, Enzo wants to create a royal guard for Mineva Zabi, and he wants Char to be the founding director. It is clear that Enzo is trying to remove Char from the front lines. Char recognizes this as well. He also wants to make Haman Mineva's guardian. In 12 days, Haman will celebrate her 15th birthday. Sure, that's a good age to have a kid. January 10th, UC 0082. It is the day of Haman's birthday, and also the day she will be appointed guardian of Mineva. The event was held in private with only Xeon's top brass, but they held a parade for the people to celebrate this occasion. Char is with Haman as they go down Main Street, while over 10,000 Xeon citizens cheer for them. She is very nervous about taking on the role, but for the most part, they are rich and have handmaids, so she never has to physically take on the role of caretaker. She simply emotionally has to be there for Mineva. He tells her that the people of Axis won't get independence nor engage in war in its current state. The people of this asteroid don't even know if they will be alive tomorrow, and morale post 1 year war is up in the air. They need a person like Haman to point to as a North Star. Suddenly, a young boy comes rushing to Haman's car. It's a young Mashymre! He gives Haman a flower before security takes him away. Starting that crush real early. Oxana meets with Maharaja Khan. She seems to be a mole that provides information to Axis regarding the process of returning to a republic on Side 3. Apparently, her higher-ups were killed before heading to Axis, so as the assistant, she took on the job. Khan mentions that she might blend in better than her predecessors. It seems the republic on Side 3 has barely any autonomy and is in complete control of the Federation. She says that the people gave up on something about themselves in exchange for peace. He asks if she understands why she was sent here, and she says yes, but they leave us, the audience, hanging. Char is playing with Mineva. It looks similar to Mineva's memories of Char that we see in Zeta Gundam. Perhaps it is this moment. Commander Irene comes in and tells Char that fighting may be inevitable, and until that happens, Mineva may be the only person who could bring hope to the people. Char goes to meet with the mechanic Hubert. He says that the Gelgoog is ready for him to use. He hates using mobile armors, and the mobility of mobile suits suit him better. Char asks if the Gazas can be adapted for combat. Char says they are experimenting with the possibilities, but it is a giant mobile worker. He is referring to the Gaza A. The AMX-001 Gaza A is a mobile worker that was designed to be a cheap and efficient tool for mining resources on Axis. Remember, before the 1 year war, Axis was simply a mining asteroid facility that was eventually converted into a military fortress and home to many. These are very cheap and easy to manufacture. They use the Ogo as a base. We seen the Ogo during the Battle of Abawaku in Mobile Suit Gundam Igloo and was similar to EFF's Ball. Of course, this is the foundation for which all the Gaza mobile suits will be based on. Char goes to meet with Oxana. He was assigned to accompany her for the day. She wants to visit all locations on Axis. This is the face of a man who realizes the next few hours will be very boring. A few hours later, Char wants to call it quits, but she wants to explore the female officer's quarters, but even he doesn't have access to that area. She pushes him to get a hold of Natalie. Natalie lets the two into her room, but she is kind of taken aback by the whole situation. She wants to take photos of her room, but she won't allow it until she cleans up. Meanwhile, Axis not only is taking a lot of refugees from Side 3, they are also feeding and housing the EFF prisoners from the previous battle. Oxana wasn't told about these prisoners. They are starting to get riled up. One soldier informs them that EFF will never officially acknowledge that Axis exists, and that if we don't come back with a victory, most likely no one is coming to save them. They start making plans to break out. Char and Oxana say their farewells for the night when suddenly, oh, silly Oxana, she slipped. Her soul is weighed down by Axis gravity. Quick, Char, catch her! The small radius of Axis makes gravity wonky. He catches her just in time for Haman to walk by and catch the two in an awkward situation. Oh no, she's not just jealous, she's new type jealous. And that will do it for this episode. After the battle, it is clear that the people of Xi'an will have to wait a while before they have the manpower to take action towards their independence. Haman is also thrusted into a lot of responsibility really fast, while Enzo tries to make Char take a back seat when it comes to Axis command. I keep hearing that this Maharaja Khan is quite smart, but we see him make moves that allow his pacifism to blind him. In our next episode, we will begin to see EFF make moves towards their escape as they hack into Axis and take Oxana prisoner. And that will do it for now, new types. Remember, when your soul is weighed down by artificial gravity, you end up in awkward situations. Peace.